Hi, Mary from Reviewer's Diary, and since I just knocked my empties all over my room and had to go retrieve them, I think it is time to go over my empties. This is a collection of stuff that obviously none of us finish like a whole thing in just a month. Depends on the thing, I guess. But for the most part, you know, we'll say October empties and it'll be stuff that we've been working on. So I have a little of both in here, and so yeah, let's get started. I have a lot of little things and a lot of big things. First, I have this conditioner. It's completely empty, obviously, and it's one I was interested in because it's cruelty-free. It's Live Clean, fresh water, I don't know. But anyway, it's a pretty neat product. I think it might just be because my hair is so darn processed, but it worked, but it didn't work well for me. It's perfect for somebody who has no processing in their hair, or someone who plans to put a whole bunch of other conditioners on when they get out of the shower. But otherwise, just by itself, or I guess if you have really short hair and it doesn't get all tangled up and breaking like longer hair does, this is good, but it's not great. All right, so the next thing is this CVS Baby Bath. Now, after I read that CVS Baby Bath was made in Canada and that was cruelty-free, I thought, okay, I'm gonna try that. And so I have to say, I really like it. Oh wow, there's a tiny bit left in the bottle. I will use that. I used this, first I thought it might make a nice lady wash, and it doesn't. It's no different than regular soap for that delicate area. But anyway, it made a really nice shower gel. So I would put a squirt of this onto a poof and I'd get lather all over, and this is the one that's for sleepy time. It actually has a little tiny bit left, so I think I will put this back in my shower and finish it because it looks like I have like 2 showers worth in there. I will finish this up, and honestly would buy this again because it left my skin feeling really good. So I'm going to put that back in my shower so I can finish that last little drop. All right, next is a Pure Silk shaving cream. This is made by the Barbasol company. It is cruelty-free. Barbasol is cruelty-free, and you know, no animal testing whatsoever. And so this is a great shaving gel. It starts out actually as like a really thick cream, not gel. And it's really nice. I really like it. I didn't notice the scent so much as I don't get cuts all over my legs or those little red bumps you get sometimes when you shave with something that's not quite conditioning enough. All right, so next is a hairspray. I'm trying to work through my travel sizes. Now, I don't know if Aussie is now cruelty-free or not, because I know in Australia they passed laws that you couldn't make anything anymore in Australia that wasn't cruelty-free. So I don't know, but if it sells in China, it's a moot point, because even if they're cruelty-free there, you know, they're not cruelty-free. I liked this Aussie Mega Hairspray because I could spray my hair and I could still touch it without, like I have another one I'm using up right now by L'Oreal, and if I touch my hair, my fingers get like stuck and I end up pulling some of my hair out. Not good. This, you can touch your hair, and I really did like this. So I'm gonna be looking to see if maybe Aussie doesn't sell in China. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But if they sell in China, I can't buy it. Then it won't be cruelty-free. I got this bag of this. I don't normally put food in unless it's exceptional. I got this Popcorners chips bag from Pinch Me. I want to know where you buy these things because they were so good that I would definitely buy these. They're like baked, no artificial flavor, no artificial anything, always gluten-free. They're made from corn and never ever fried. I am actually going to save this bag just because I have to find these because I love these. This is one of the best food things known. I'm telling you, it's like absolutely fabulous. All right, so I finished another one of these Burt's Bees wipes. I like these. I use them less and less though, but I do like these Burt's Bees sensitive skin wipes because they don't burn the delicate skin around my eyes. They're not uncomfortable on any part of my skin, and they do seem to take most of my makeup off. Now, I don't expect most wipes to take off all of my eye makeup. I wear a lot of it. I do use a separate makeup remover, and actually my favorite one is the Marcelle one, so that's not empty. I do have a couple more packs of this, and unfortunately they do dry out, so that's one of the reasons I have converted mostly over to giant cotton pads, the big ones you can buy that are like this big, and I put my cellar water on them, and that's how I get the majority of my makeup off. I believe in taking all your makeup off before you use your expensive cleansers because otherwise you're not really getting as much of a benefit from your products. So anyway, I have other packs of these and you'll see them again in my empties. Now, I did get this sample of L'Oreal conditioner. It's Thickening Conditioner, and it's called Everstrong, and it's sulfate-free. Sulfate-free products are particularly good for hair that is colored. I think that sulfates in your shampoo make your color fade faster. At least that's what I've read, and so, you know, this was really good. This was good enough to get every tangle out of my hair. But of course, L'Oreal's not cruelty-free. So sad, but this was really, really good. I really liked this. This is a travel size. Told you I'm going through all my travel size stuff. Of the Curel Hydratherapy. This is really disconcerting to me. Putting cream on when you get out of the shower and you haven't dried off, and it mixes with the water on your skin, and it just seems like kind of weird to me, like how could that possibly work? But honestly, it does. You dry off and your skin feels moisturized and soft, and I don't know how it works, but I'm kind of like the voodoo that makes that work. Kind of like thinking I don't like funny voodoo. I don't know what is in here that makes that work. I didn't really enjoy this because I don't really like the wet shower moisturizers. I just never have. All right, and this is an item that's in my 13 by Halloween, I believe, and it is this, let me see, Amika, and this is Perk Up dry shampoo. I think I got this a long time ago in, maybe it was Birchbox. I know I got it in some box long ago, and I really like this stuff. And it's, by the way, got the Leaping Bunny certification on the back of the can. So it's Leaping Bunny certified, which I love when I see that Leaping Bunny. This made my hair feel really good, really clean, and it gave my hair a lot of body. I like this enough that I would buy it. I really, really like it enough that I would buy it. So it's like pretty good, more than pretty good. It's excellent dry shampoo. It's Purlisse 4-in-1. This is actually in my skincare project pan, and this was filled up to here. I only marked things just to see where I was starting off from. This was filled up to here. This was, I believe, a half an ounce. I'll tell you exactly what it was. Yeah, it was a full ounce. And it's the Purlisse 4-in-1 sulfate-free, and non-drying, gently washes, blah, 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 blah. I really liked this a lot, but not enough to make it part of my skincare routine that lasts, so. And my battery's blinking, so that means it's gonna die any second. Next is deodorant. I don't really like this stuff. I have a whole bunch of deodorants though, and I was really happy to see this gone, but I have like a whole drawer full, so I've got to finish them up. That's a big one. I also finished an Elizabeth Arden mascara, and this was in my 100 pan. I really liked it. It's got a small brush, which is the thing I like about it. It's a pretty nice, tight little brush, which makes it really easy to do your lower lashes. I don't have that much trouble with my upper lashes as much as I have trouble with my lower lashes. So, and I finally finished my Urban Decay Perversion. I know everybody's got their favorite mascara, and this one tends to be wet when you first start using it. But I love this. This is the one that really makes my eyelashes like, they're like ba-boom there. I love this stuff. But I will eventually make this, probably make this my main mascara, but I have to wait until I use up like 500,000 other ones. One of the big things that I finished right to the last drop is this Tresemme Flawless Curls. I'm actually finishing the backlog of shampoos and stuff that I had in my linen closet. I am getting down now to almost all cruelty-free stuff, which is good. I still have the shampoo that goes with this, but I use conditioners at a much higher rate than I use shampoo. So I have a couple things that are just shampoo, and I don't know. I will have to buy a conditioner for those. So Tresemme is not cruelty-free. I want to say that right off the bat. I did really enjoy this. This was nice, deeply conditioning for my overprocessed hair. So it did treat my hair very well, and my hair always felt soft when I was using it. I did use every bit of it, and kind of sorry to see it go, but you know, I know there are a lot of cruelty-free options out there, so I'll be looking. I'm thinking I might go for the Paul Mitchell line. He's like notoriously cruelty-free, but I'm not sure. I have to find something that'll work with white hair too, because more and more is coming out. Next thing is an item from eSalon. I think the consistency of this changed. Anyway, it's Perfect Ending Leave-In Conditioner. This was in one of my, I think it might have been in my 100 pan. It is cruelty-free. It's like a pretty good company, and I used to get my hair color from them. And all their formulations are cruelty-free. There are a couple of hair color companies out there that are cruelty-free, and eSalon is one of them. This was more of a creamy consistency when I first got it, and by the time I finished this bottle, mainly because I have way too many products, it was very loose, like watery almost. So I was really happy to see it go. It had stopped really conditioning my hair well, so I think that was my fault for having so much stuff and letting this sit for too long. So I can't blame them because I really liked it when I got it. I think I may have talked about finishing one of these already, but now I have finished two. Both of these were in my 100 pan, and really kind of happy to see it go. I know Pre-Age by Elizabeth Arden is supposed to be really good for aging skin, which I certainly have mature skin. I didn't see a difference with this stuff. No more so than I see with any other cream that I've used. It does have SPF in it, which is good. It's not cruelty-free. It's got this neat top though that seals in, like, I guess, you know, it would ruin your vitamins in there if you had a lot of light going through. But I wasn't that wild about these. Honestly, just really wasn't. So I'm kind of glad to see those go. There's another Elizabeth Arden item that I'm really sad to see go, and that was the Ceramide capsules that were in this. It was like one of those purchase with a purchase special bags I got, and it had 7 of the face ceramide capsules. I really loved these. Like, I would use 1 ampule, and it's funny because the Elizabeth Arden lady said you can find a way to stand it up in your medicine cabinet and use it for more than one time. But when I would use one, I did my entire face, neck, and chest with one. And the oil that's in these, like, is not greasy. It just sinks right into your skin. And it feels marvelous. Like, I love these. Now, I think it's like $178 to buy, like, the full-size jugs of these. So clearly, just from price alone, I wouldn't buy them. But also, it's Elizabeth Arden, and she sells in China. Why? My favorite cosmetic company, like pretty much all of my adult life. So I have a couple things that I cut the tops off of. First, this is Pure Lease, the Iodore. Is it Iodore? It's the eye cream. Let me take a look and make sure I'm telling you the right thing, because I'm not sure the camera's going to... Yeah, it's the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 Iodore Serum. I have a full size of this, but I had this little size, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to use up my little ones before I go into the big one. I have the big one, and I did open it, but yeah. One thing you need to know when you have these little things, especially if it's a product you really love, when you think it's empty, it's really not empty. I cut the top off, and I was able to use this eye stuff for like a whole nother like week and a half. Because seriously, how much eye cream do you need? You need a dot. So I was able to get another week and a half out of it after I cut the crimped edge off. Seriously, think about it. I thought that it was a good idea to use up the tiny sizes first before I go into the big size. I have lots and lots of tiny size stuff and also travel size stuff, and I have like a drawer full. I mean, it's exploding. So I do want to use those things up first. The other thing I have is Dermalogica Active Moist. I right now have the smooth, I think it's Smooth Skin moisturizer that came with the cleansing set that I'm using currently, and I like this Active Moist a lot better. In fact, this was another one. Gosh, I cleaned it so totally completely out, but I really did like this. This was very kind to my dry skin, so I may end up buying this, I may not. It all depends. I have a whole drawer full of moisturizers, so what I've been doing is I have a book that I keep track of all my YouTube stuff, and I have a section where I started to write down things to buy. Like, this will be one of those things to buy, you know, with my observations on it, so that when I use up all my crap, I'll know exactly what I want to get. Another thing I used up that I really truly love is this Marcelle 8-in-1 serum. It's called Power Serum. I'll show you what a full size looks like because I cut this the top right off of this, and here's my spare, and this is what it looks like when you haven't cut it apart. So that's full, and that is next in line. So, oops. I cut the top off, and then I emptied that top. And then I went in and I used up every bit that I could possibly get, because this is such an astonishingly good moisture serum for after I use my Retin-A at night. Like, I can't use something that's got a whole bunch of crazy ingredients in it when I'm going to use my Retin-A. Like, it's just not a good idea. It's harder on your skin. This was like beyond nice. I'm very happy that I have another one, and I will be using that as soon as I figure out if that's going to be my next serum or not. This was in, I believe I had this in my 100 pan. I know that it was in my use up for the year, and now I've used it up. Next is something that still has product in it, but I'm tossing out, and that is this Wet n Wild foundation. It was nice, but it changed consistency. And after it changed consistency, I noticed that after a couple hours, it would start to like break up on my skin. No matter what kind of primer I used or finishing spray, it didn't seem to matter. I think because it was just that old. So, you know, I don't even see a date on here, but I know that this is a couple of years old. So it like had met its time. That's what I'm worried about with my expensive stuff. What happens? Like, I have a drawer full, and I know a lot of you gave me thumbs up. You wanted to see my foundation inventory, and that I will film this weekend, because I'm actually going to move stuff around in my drawers a little bit because I don't want it laying down. So anyway, I finished an Olay eye cream, and it's a big giant vat of it, and I finished it all up. This was good, but it wasn't astonishingly good. It wasn't like, wow, this is great eye cream. I have a lot of eye cream, and this was like, okay, like if you have oily skin and you don't have terribly dry under eyes like I do, this probably would be good. It's not cruelty free though, keep that in mind. This would probably be good for someone who's got oilier skin and just wants a little boost under the eye. Not like quite enough for people who have drier skin or drier under eye skin. All right, only a couple things left. I have this and a couple samples. All right, so I had this Prim body oil. This was in a use it up, obviously. I think it was in my Project Pan Roulette. I don't know. I'll have to look and see what the video, whether I showed this yet or not. But this was, I was working on this for a while, and this was really nice. It was, it's by Prim. It's not revolutionary. Like, I didn't find that much of a difference between using any of my other body oils, and I have quite a few. But I didn't see a huge difference. Like, this is not something I'd run out to buy. It is pretty expensive, and I wasn't that impressed. And the rest are samples. I did save them in this bag. I used to do sample roulette, but then I started giving away my samples to people, you know, when they would trade. All right, so something you all might be interested in. It is cruelty-free, but these are makeup wipes that take your lipstick off. It's by Japanesque. I didn't think this did anything at all. Honestly, didn't do anything. I was not impressed. And the more difficult lipstick I had to take off, just really, like, the wipe just didn't do anything for me. I don't know how to say it any clearer than that. I also tried this Redken Diamond, let's see, is it Diamond? Frizz Dismiss shampoo and conditioner. This was barely enough to coat my hair. These, sometimes you get a pack that's got tons of stuff and it's plenty to wash and condition your hair. This was barely enough, but I can tell you that it was very nice. Redken's not cruelty free, but this was very nice, but it was nothing to write home about. It was not like, oh, I gotta run out and get that because it's so fabulous. No, it just really didn't have anything like that. So, not great. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this empties video. I hope I covered everything. I think I did. And thank you. I really appreciate your viewership. Thank you for watching, and I will add up the value of all these and I'll put the total in the title. Thank you and have a beautiful evening. Good night.